it's you and me again. Secret of the Mimic recently got an update, and I wanted to see what was new.
Don't forget to come to the security office, then you can go home.
Pretty much. I mean, obviously nothing that noticeable changed. Well, I can't really say much because this is like towards the end of the game already. So I still have to go through the whole game to see, but I'll probably just look on YouTube. What really changed? But the biggest change that was added to this game, and I think is really cool, and I think has some cool hints for like DLC possibly, is they added this
What's taking so
figure,
long?
this person that watches you. Like over there, like before that was like an empty window. Now there's like someone like moving around in there. Like it's an active person like moving around, which is so scary to think about. And it's like I forgot how to like get in there again. That's what I've been trying to do is like figure out how to get back inside that area. But I feel like he disappears when you get there. But it's like that is so
What's taking so
creepy.
long?
And it's like I hope like cause like it's not that little machine robot, right? And it's like people have been talking about how it's probably like that's probably a hint towards the DLC, if anything. Like, if there is somebody else here with us in the factory, like, who else could it be? Either it could be, like, the protagonist for the next DLC, and we just see, like, their point of view, like, them watching us at some point, or, like, in the
Arnold, everything
DLC,
okay?
they're gonna be added as, like, a different voice to, like, help out or something. Or it could just be, like, the office of the next DLC, because this is like a big if they did go back to the office style kind of like FNAF game. One thing they can do is like that could literally just be someone like doing the night. Like that could be someone waiting for you to like do the night, right? Because that's the point, like they're lasting till 6 a.m. and that's them like running back and forth
Don't forget to come to the security office, then you
to
can go
like,
home.
doing the activities to like stall for the night. That would be funny, but I feel like since we can go in there, I know we can. I forgot. I forgot. I feel like because we can't go in there, it kind of defeats the purpose. I don't think it's possible, but the point is like, I'll have to go. I don't know. Maybe someone found it, but I'm pretty sure he leaves as soon as you go in there. But the point is like, it's super scary and interesting as to how that dude got there, and because it's not like a glitch, right? That's not a visual glitch. That's an active, like, that is a person moving around in there, which is really scary to me. And I think it goes away if you enter the warehouse. I think only from that window it's visible. I don't think it's visible in the warehouse, obviously, because you're in the warehouse at that point. So yeah, let's see. It's like it disappears. Uh, so yeah, it's kind of weird. It'd be creepy, I think, if it stayed there. But yeah. There's like nothing there. Besides that piece of crap, there's like no one in there. And if you go back, see, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe it's foreshadowing that kind of gameplay. That's a bit of a rage. But I don't know. It feels I don't know. It definitely adds to the uneasiness of this game. I wish they.
Arnold, everything okay?
added more stuff like this in the game. I hope they continue to do so. Add like little, because the whole point is that you're alone in this big machine and the mimic is the only one. But if it'd be 10 times scarier if they had things like this just around the factory, like a person, like just like it makes you think like, oh nah, but like you don't know what it is, right? Like that's super cool to me. And I hope it's not
Check
just
in
like a
soon.
fear factor they forgot to put in the game. They're like, oh fuck it, why did it now? But like I don't know. I hope it's like I don't know if it's hinting towards DLC because they can't just not do anything with this. This is literally implying there's a whole ass other person in the factory, and it's like, who is the person, and what are they doing up there? How come they disappear when we like go in there? And it's like, if it's Edwin, like that would be crazy, right? Because then that implies he escaped. He did manage to escape the ending, or he managed to get
Arnold, is
rebuilt,
everything okay?
and that's him like watching our progress. Like there's a lot of things that are possible due to this figure even appearing. In terms of like game content, I don't think anything changes really. I think everything stays the same. It's just this guy is now added in like that window area. Um, I don't know if like I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but if I play the endings, I'm pretty sure it'll be the same. So either I think the only conclusion is that it's just for the DLC,
What's taking so long?
or it's like a hint or a teaser. I don't know as to what it could be about. How there is another person that went through or is in the MCM factory, and we'll kind of get to see their perspective of what like how they made it through, or like how
Don't forget to come to the security
our
office, then you can
like
come home.
basically not like Arnold isn't alone in this, and like we see that there's another person there, and well, who knows what it'll be? It could be Edwin.
Arnold, is everything okay?
But yeah, it's like things like why does it run away, right? So that too, like why does it run from us if we get to it, or if we get to see it? So like that's like why. Maybe it's just alluding to something, but that's the confusing part. It could just be like Edwin's scared to like show himself or something because of how he did like after rebuilding himself or something. But like I don't know that. I don't know. That'd be cool. Because it'd be crazy. Because like this game has so much more potential than it has like just on release. Like I feel like a DLC will really just be the cherry on top for this game, and I really hope that if they do make a DLC, it expands so much and adds so much more to the game that could be added. You know, so it's not wasting potential. Ideally, the DLC, you know, I don't know how big the DLC should be, but I think because they did such a good job with Ruin Security Breach for DLC, they're gonna do 10 times, if not 100 times better for Secret of the Mimic because no one's expecting it to. So they have, and I guess some people are expecting, but it's not like on like the roster of like things that are coming to FNAF. So if they do make a DLC for the game, it's like, you know, or maybe they have like Fall Fest be its own thing, like its own custom night thing. But yeah, like we have to know, like Fall Fest has kind of sounded like the Fall Fest has kind of been like this big butterfly effect. I feel like in the FNAF series, like everything in the VR room FNAF alludes to like the fucking the FNAF festival, the, like the fire of in '83 or something. Like it all goes back to that carnival, 'cause that's when Edwin's wife died in that fire, right? And I feel like that kind of spiraled the whole thing into what we have now. So it'd be interesting to find out how the fire happened. Is it just because of like mechanical issues? Does it matter why the fire started, right? And it's like the more maybe it doesn't matter how the fire started, but it's like who was there that might matter, right? Like maybe we could see like maybe William after, like we already know he's a dick, we already know he's a villain, but maybe they can confirm, okay, he really did set this all up and this was all with him, or maybe like a different character, maybe it sets up other things, but like the Fall Fest is such an interesting event that goes like I don't know, like I don't know if it's talked about, I'm pretty sure it is, but it's very unknown to me. Like I don't know, it's very interesting to me how this event seems bigger than like the series lets on. Um, I guess it doesn't matter too much, I guess, because like all the animatronics are dead, I guess. But if the game were to make like sequels of this, like sequels for FNAF or Secret of the Mimic, or just like a security breach after game, it could just be expanding more on like what the books have done and the book character ideas that they've created and just adding them to the game. But I feel like they don't have to, right? Obviously they could stop right now and it'd be a perfect send off to the series. But it's like Nixon, I feel like that's kind of what he's working with, is like he's not dealing with inspiration, like he's I don't know, I'm excited to see uh, that creator's project. Uh, I mean, he's polishing it. He's doing great with it, so that's exciting to see. I heard with the Fazbear initiative that fan games will be put on console. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't remember if that's true or not. But if it is true, I will definitely be there to play. I really hope it's not just restricted to console or the PC. But I don't really, I don't know, I don't really remember how to get back over there. But yeah, it's super unnerving. It's really adds to the unease in this game about like you're not alone, or
Don't forget to come to the security office. Then you can go home.
that's just really creepy to me. Like it's because it moves actively, right? It'd be one thing if it just stood still, right? But it moves, like it's actively moving. So it's like, what is the story here with this? Like, it's not just like a cardboard cutout, right? That's moving around. Or maybe it is, but it's like the character. It's like it's pantsing around, right? It's curious. It's looking for something. That's how I
What's
see
taking
it.
so long?
But yeah, I think I don't know if I like. I think I am gonna finish the game sometime. Well, right at the end. I don't know what end I want to do though, except regardless, I have to restart and go through the basement again in order to get one more audio log, I believe, and then. You could mention like the puppet too is mentioned in this game.
Head back to the security office.
An Operation Puppet is like a file that's in the computer system that's like denied or like it's like erased. But I feel like that just also I don't know, I think that's just also to explain like the puppet was also an idea from the beginning. So I guess that's to explain that. But the point is like I feel like there's a lot more like this is it, right? Like this is if this is the whole where like FNAF started, this is like the Oreo prequel.
Check in soon.
Then let's go all in, right? Let's go even farther to the Fall Fest, right? Like let's see what happened there, like why? Because that's the real domino, right? Pretty sure if Edwin's, what's her name? Dog Moyer? Oh my God, what was her name? Fiona. Yeah, Fiona. I'm pretty sure Fiona didn't die. Who knows? Or in the series, who knows? I don't know what it been. So like maybe was that like a big deal? And maybe it doesn't matter. Like maybe like that's like the thing. That like I guess the fire doesn't matter. Like it's just like,
Then you can go home.
or maybe it's explained in the audio logs. I need to like read them. But like that's so weird. Like you're saying there's like a random fire at the Fall Fest. Like even like security is in the security VR games. The one with Sun and Moon. That's like as close as I think I could imagine how the fire in the Fall Fest looked like. And it's like that event, Fall Fest is in like security breach, right? Or not security breach. It's in the VR titles, and it's like, so the games. That's an actual event that matters in the FNAF series, because everything in the games, in the VR games, are like, oh, stories from like the Plex, the series. So like that's a significant place, but we've seen like digitized versions of it. We haven't seen like the actual fall fire. And like why is it always like like what's the importance here? Like it's just like we know like Fiona died in it. Why is animatronics really like what? Like is it just the fact that that fire started at all? But it questions like the VR games really do go that far back. I guess even including the Mimic because of the Fall Fest. Like the Halloween pack involving the Fall Fest pretty much includes the Mimic Secret of the Mimic game too, because all like that's how far the VR game went back to collect stories, which is insane. It's very interesting. I'm excited to see where they go with this series. The movies are gonna be like, so everything's different, right? The books is its own universe, the games are its own universe, and the movies are its own universe. It's interesting to see if they ever will mention Edwin Murray again in any future media. I know in the books they have, but I'm just curious, like, and not like the main three. I don't know if they mention him in the main three or the graphic novel or whatever, but I know like in the drawing one they
Arnold,
do.
is everything okay?
But like, I don't know, like Scott could add a lot of, I guess not Scott, but Steelbook can add a lot to the layers of like FNAF. Like the future for this series, like it definitely introduces new villains. Vanny, I hope they don't just scrap Vanny. I hope they continue with Vanny. And the Mimic, I think the Mimic dies in the Rare DLC, so it's kind of, they end up wrap up on that character, and this is how we got that character. How they got to the
Come to the security
small,
office,
we
then you
don't
can go
know.
home.
That's a whole other theory, but the point is like it's insane, kind of how it was all able to be connected, and I'm excited to see like where it goes in the future, kind of. If I get that far, I don't know if it's like if this is it for the games. I don't know. I'll be very disappointed, but I don't want to like I don't want to up my expectations a bit too much, but yeah. I guess I wanted to talk about just that update that we got in this game,
We're almost done.
and I don't know. I could talk about some depressing stuff, but okay. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I'll probably, I don't know. We'll see. I just wanted to talk about that, I guess. Mainly. But yeah. It's. I wish I could see what the future holds, because then it'd be like, oh, like, sure, it kills the fun, but it could help, you know. Peace of mind isn't a bad thing to want. have a good peace of mind. Oh fuck, I almost okay. Oh fuck,
We're almost done.
yeah. That's all I could really spur out, I guess. So, yes, I'll find out what else they added in this update. Till then, I guess. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Um, I'll
What's
talk to
taking
you.
so long?
I'll talk to you later.